too far or justified force? A Fort Myers man turning to Fox 4 claiming a Lee County Sheriff's deputy beat him up during a traffic stop.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office just releasing the outcome of an investigation into his claims, but it's not sitting well with the man or his family. On Your Corner's Tara Molina live outside the Sheriff's Office with why the family says the findings aren't fair.
I talked to Justin Nicely weeks ago. He didn't want to go on camera until LCSO finished their investigation. Well, now they're finished, and Nicely isn't so happy with this conclusion. He still wants answers. Who knew a minor traffic violation, like a missing bike light, could lead to something like this?
He throws me in the back seat. As he throws me in the back seat, he's striking me in my ribs.
Justin Nicely says he was testing his bike after repairing the tire. It was about 10 o'clock at night.
Again, I knew it was dark time. Again, I knew I didn't have a light, but I wasn't trying to drive anywhere or go any place. I was just going like this. And just like that.
That's when he says Lee County Deputy Colt Masters pulled up.
He tells me that I need a light for the bike. I'm like, okay.
Nicely says the deputy asked him twice to get in front of the squad car and admits he questioned Deputy Masters as to why he was embarrassing him in front of his neighborhood. In the report, Nicely claims that because he did not go directly to the squad car, he was forcefully moved.
And then when he grabbed me, I tell him, sir, there's no reason for you to be putting your hands on. And before I could even finish the sentence, he yokes me by my arm, threw me up against the hood of the car.
According to Nicely's statement to investigators, Deputy Masters put him in handcuffs and told him he was under arrest for obstructing justice by not following his order to get in front of the car.
I'm yelling for help. I started yelling, help, someone, please, help.
The report states Nicely's mother-in-law and at least one other person heard that plea.
I just remember hearing Justin yelling, help, help.
Hart says she could see the deputy's arms, but couldn't see him actually hit Nicely.
I saw elbows come up and I saw the motion of somebody being hit. And the only person I know who could been hit was Justin because he was in the car.
But she did see Nicely's bruises.
I saw some black and blue marks on his side.
Investigators interviewed 3 witnesses, but ultimately threw out the claim for excessive force, claiming lack of evidence.
Do you think if a witness had filmed this situation, this report would read differently?
Absolutely. There was no dash cam footage which could have shut down the whole situation.
Nicely tells me that he doesn't understand the lack of evidence, but at this point, there's only one thing he wants.
I want accountability. I would at least like an apology.
Now, Nicely was eventually let go with just a written warning. LCSO denied my request for an interview. They say they stand by the conclusion to this investigation. Live in Fort Myers, Tara Molina, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thank you, Tara. You've heard from the guy. You've heard the conclusion of the investigation. What do you think? Was the proper decision made here?